Hello once again, and we're going to do a product review on the Blu-ray disc DVD player. It's the BDP-S3200. Right, okay. As you can see, it's quite a small device actually. It's got this nice like pyramid sort of slope on it. It looks pretty good. So let's have a size comparison. I do not have a tape measure or a ruler, but I do have a biro. So let's get a comparison size. So there's a size of a standard biro, and if we go along, say it's up to the lid. So it's a biro and maybe a third. There we go, and width-wise, length-wise, or whatever. See it on camera. I would say it's about a pen and a lid in size. Anyway, that's enough of that. So what do we have on the front? So we see the tray that opens up, the infrared for the remote control, and we have a USB on the front so you can watch films on a USB stick. This has got wireless LAN built in, so you can go online with it. So we'll look at the sides, nothing on the side there. What about the other side? Nothing. Right, so now look at the back. It's already plugged in. I've had it a few months now. So as I say, it comes with the a power adapter. You've got your Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, Ethernet cable rather, LAN or whatever you want to call it, HDMI slot, and you have a PCM DTS Dolby Digital thing here, and that's it. So let's have a look at the top and see what it's got. So we've got DVD video, compact disc, Wi-Fi, Dolby, True HD, DTS, Grace Note, and Energy Star. All that. Yes, I suppose you know what that all means. I don't. Yeah, so it's a good little device. So okay, so that's the device. Let's have a look at the thing to control it. The remote control. Here we are. It's only a small remote control. So you can actually, I suppose, if you've got a Sony TV, you can actually use it to control your TV as well. Or you can control any TV, I don't know. So you have your standard, what we got up the top. Got two control, oh, you can't even see it. Two on and off switches, well, standby buttons. One's for your main Blu-ray player and one for the TV in the input. And your open and close. So we have our red, blue, yellow, green. They will come in handy because this is a multi-regional Blu-ray player, which I forgot to tell you. That's why I'm doing this review. So we get all these buttons here: the home, send, Netflix, and your standard controllers. Of course, a volume switch. So this takes two AAA batteries. So let's do the fun part and let's switch it on. And this will switch my telly on and off, because the Blu-ray will come on and activate the telly to come on too. There you go. So yeah, here we go. So we can open it. Ooh, a bit close. So you've got an on-off switch here and all, button rather. So let's have a look at the manual. So here's your manual. We can't even see it. Really, you know, if you know how to use a Blu-ray player, it doesn't matter. This is interesting though. As I said before, this is a multi-regional Blu-ray player. You can play Blu-rays and DVDs all over the world. As you can see here, this is very important to read this. Sony Blu-ray players, yes, multi-systems. Blu-ray zones A, B and C, and DVD regions 1 to 6. Okay, DVD bridges are set automatically. Switching off the Blu-ray zones is done by the original Sony remote control. This is quite annoying really. So in order to play a Blu-ray in, just say, Zone A, which is North America, which I have got North American Blu-rays, you have to push the yellow button. If you want to go back to good old British Zone B and it does not work, then you've got to push the blue button for it to work again. And obviously Zone 3, I don't have any Blu-rays in Zone 3, you have to push the red button. That makes me question, why can't all discs be in Region 3? It'd be a lot easier. You wouldn't have to waste money on buying multi-regional Blu-ray players, which ain't cheap. So what's all this? This is just all rubbish. That Blu-ray system ain't got 4K, I know that. I don't think it's got 3D. It's just a standard Blu-ray player with multi-regional on it. So it can play anything all over the world. But annoyingly, if I want to play American Blu-rays, I have to push the yellow button, and if I want to go back to UK, I have to push the blue button in the menu. As I'm going to show you the menu now, it's up, and you'll find it very familiar. So look at the telly. This looks pretty much identical. It's going to be a bit wobbly to the PlayStation 3's menu. So we can search through that. So you can go through all the settings. You've even got software update. Anything for updating? I'd update via internet. It's connecting to the network. Already updated, so that's good. That's a good sign. How do we get out of it? Okay. But obviously, oh look, there's the interesting network. And you can go on the internet. I think you can plug a keyboard into it via the USB, because it does have a USB. Yeah, if it eventually lets you go onto the internet. As it says, loading up. Can I wait that long? Let's pause it a sec. Yee, eventually we have Google. And how do I type it, do you reckon? I'm going to try something. I've got something here. It's a USB keyboard. So let's place it here and see. Ah, good. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens if I place that in there. Will it work? That's on. No, it don't. So that don't work. So you can't. That's obviously for media or something like that. So you might have to plug. I don't know. Can you? I'm not sure. Anyway, that don't work. So let's see what else comes of it. So we get an HDMI cable if you need one, and your power system. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Not much else to tell you about, but if you want a Blu-ray multi-regional, maybe get this one. Another thing that's annoying about this Blu-ray player, usually Blu-ray players or any sort of player, DVD player, CD players, usually has a little clock, like a little timer clock. When you're going along, you can fast forward, you can, maybe if you remember, if you turn it off or something like that, you remember the number you can go to. Unfortunately, this don't have a clock on the front. Not to tell the time, but to anything. No clock, no counter or whatever you call it. Doesn't have one. So that really does let it down somewhat. But if you're not worried about that, it doesn't matter. Maybe I would buy one. Well, I did buy one, but yeah, I just wanted a multi-regional, and the reason why I bought this one because it was the bloody cheapest. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.